Hey guys, welcome back. I'm edcgunner, and in today's video I will showing you one of the most iconic vintage or Japanese or Seiko chronographs in the world. This is the Bullhead, and this is one of the most unusual looking and one of the coolest looking Seiko chronographs. Point. Either you love it or you hate it, but I can't seem to find a lot of people that hate it. So it's nicknamed Bullhead. Lots of these vintage Seiko chronographs have various nicknames, and this one is nicknamed Bullhead because rather than having the chronograph and the pushers on the right hand side of the dial like traditional watches, this movement has been rotated so the crown and the pushers are at the top of the dial at the 12 o'clock. So the chrono and the pushers, they kind of look like horns of the bull, so hence the name of Bullhead. So the theory behind this is that you're gonna less likely to accidentally engage or disengage your chronographs with the pushers at the top, because when you have pushers here, you're gonna press this and you can engage them. But whatever the reason is, this resulted in one badass looking chronograph, and they do come in two flavors, but this one here is just the more handsome one. They come in a black dial flavor, but this one is a brown one, and it's just I don't know, I'm out of words. And everything else, this is a nice brown with the bezel and this yellow indexed second hand. It's just gorgeous piece, and these are very sought after, and they command prices in thousands of US dollars. So if you're one of the lucky guys who had bought this when they were like 200-300 bucks, now you can smile a lot. However, do not give up. There are lots of watches out there, and keep your head up and you can find one. This is an example of one. My mate bought this one and he didn't have to break the bank. He was just constantly on the hunt. So this is a great watch, and let me just give you a little rundown of how it looks like and about this day and date dial here. This is one badass looking chronograph, and there are lots of Seiko chronographs out there, vintage and whatnot. Some beautiful, like this Panda. It's just gorgeous to wear, or quirky like this Poke, or unusual references like this one here with some cool dials and whatnot. But this one here, when you take a closer look at it, you cannot but not to admire this one. This is just one of those watches that's too cool for school, and I'm lost for words. The Panda is a cool watch to wear every day. The Poke here is cool because it's a space watch. It's quirky yellow, so this one has a cool dial. But the Poke, the UFO, no, there is a UFO also, but the Bullhead is just, this might be one of the coolest color combinations out there, just because this nice brown and yellow touches and everything else. There's one thing I don't like about this watch, and that is that this watch is kind of not very suitable for everyday wear because of the odd shape of the case. So you can see this here case, it's a bit thinner down there and a bit thicker up there, so it can lie nicely on the wrist and it's very comfortable on the wrist, but it's kind of too thick. As you can see here, it's kind of too thick on the wrist, and this is, I believe this is the original fish eye or fish rib, whatever you call it. the band here for it, and it's super cool. It's hard enough to find Bullhead, but with the one with the original band, it's super cool, and this is too cool for school. This one is powered by 6138 movement, and they are generally thick because of the movement, but this one sits on a wrist very large because of it's just a large wearing watch, and I can show you here. It sits on a wrist nicely, but it's not, at least in my opinion, it's not a watch you can wear every day. But this is a watch. This watch is epic, and this one is just to have and to admire and to keep in your collection. So if you are not familiar with Seiko Bullheads and let's say the movements, this is one of the first automatic chronographs in the world. It's powered by 6138 movement. It's a column wheel chronograph. It's a 2-register chronograph. It has a 12-hour register, and it has a cult following, and this is one of the best value for money watches you can buy. And I'm doing all those series of value for money. I don't know what else I'm gonna call it, but this is definitely top of the list. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more cool vintage chronographs.